welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look there at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line brings up second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. He'll run the draw with Gibbs. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Go play action with Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
13.
Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 30.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on
You
the
want to
play.
see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. First down,
Packer.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll take it on in. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown's. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Goff with the give to Montgomery.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, Goff. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Lions.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll go play action with Goff. He He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On second down, gone. They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a hard yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Love to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Love to throw it on first down. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's Dobbs open left side. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
Here's second and 3 to go. Running is Jacobs. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And the Packers first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run, but then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. play fake. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Carl Brooks getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
And he is going to go down, but we do have the marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
A gain there of 10 yards.
It's a gain
1st
of
down,
10.
Detroit.
And the Lions 1st down.
Here's Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Quay Walker in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
19 yards. 1st down, Lions.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Goff to throw. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Goff to throw on first down. He's got it at the 3. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing on second down. Goff to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Yards to go.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are back within 4 at 14-10.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Love. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. time. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On first and 10, here's Love.
Love's pass complete to Tucker Kraft. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
22, Matthew Bolden. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
From the gun, it's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on.
48-yard attempt.
This a 48-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game to see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
A second down throw for Goff. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Lions first down.
First down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and I saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and that's a big-time play. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Catch is made, that is Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Packers offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
The man in motion is Watson. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Jacobs. Finding room to the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 11-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down. First and 10.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He takes off. And he's in! Jordan Love! Touchdown, Green Bay! The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up, through. And the Packers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Lions 10.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Reynolds now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Patrick motioning here. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Goff. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
One of the tight ends motions right. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught! Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions back within 7. It's 24-17.
17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Hardman now to return it. Yeah! He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. 2nd down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Look in the middle. That's Kraft. He's got it. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Nearly a good one, and hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Laporta in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Laporta. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff to throw. This one caught by Patrick. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Detroit.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
15. First down, Lions.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Laporta in motion. They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here's Goff. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal is not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
2nd down, goal to go. Here's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tim Patrick was the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. action, Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be second down. To the air, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. But now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Get about 6 there, setting up second down. The Lions called their first timeout. The clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. Now, 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Throwing here is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions.
First down.
Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This a potential game winner. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This one is pushed out to the right. It is no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
Here's first down. Back to throw is Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That ball intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
Pass interference. Defense.
Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.